all over the world. Recently just hit platinum in the company. And y'all know it's just a pit stop. You know, it's just a pit stop. All I see is Crown Royale behind this young lady's name. So without further ado, the beautiful, the one and only Miss Pamela Pacheco is in the building. Good morning, Pam. Good
Top
morning.
of the morning. Great morning. Great morning. Thank you so much, Didi, for your energy. Congratulations to you on your recent accomplishments as well. Greatly appreciate you. So, top of the morning, everyone. Today is definitely not about me. It is definitely about we. We're about to be blessed by one of those individuals that beyond his success, right? His character speaks volumes, right? His life, everything he does day in and day out. This man formerly was a server. He went from being a server to purchasing Tina Turner's former house. He's what we call a serial entrepreneur. His wife and him own several gyms, several businesses. He is an amazing dad, an amazing husband, an amazing leader of leaders, seven-figure, world-renowned speaker, just a powerhouse. And he is on our Breakfast Club call today. So without further ado, Mr. Martin Ruof, how are you doing today?
Well, I'm doing a lot better now. Good morning. Great to see you this morning,
Top
Pam.
of the morning. Great to see you. Congrats to you and your wife on your most recent accomplishment, as well as our newest diamond agent. It was really great to see you guys. Obviously, also rocking that stage. Thank you for being on here. Thank you so much. I know it is way early where you're at. In Minnesota, I believe that's where you're at right now.
That's right.
Yes. So we greatly appreciate your time, your energy, your sacrifice being here with us this morning. So tell the world a little bit about you. I know I gave a little bit of an introduction. Maybe this is their first time listening to you, and maybe you're just new to our Breakfast Club call and you don't even know what this is about. Well, these calls, we do them to not only start your day off on the right foot, right? However, it's also to inspire you, also to help you grow as a leader, help you grow as a person, as a woman, as a man, as a business owner, as a parent, right? So it's your first time here, and you probably just heard Mr. Martin Ruof speak for the first time. So for those that do not know you, if you could please tell them a little bit about yourself and who is Mr. Martin Ruof.
All right, very good. Well, again, thank you for having me on. And it's funny, I'm an early riser, and so it's anyway. I'm an early riser. I love getting up early, starting the day. About 5 a.m. And interestingly, I've only been on a couple of these calls, and the two that I've been on, I've thoroughly enjoyed, and so it's an honor to be on. And basically, my story is. I got my background is I was a waiter, going way back about 16 years ago. I was a waiter living in Los Angeles. I was a human being living in Los Angeles, working at a restaurant. That's probably better. And I got introduced to network marketing by two friends of mine, Carrie and Alicia Schneider. Many of you will know them as the twins, Blue Diamond Agents in Secret, and I was hungry for more, just like all of us, and I just didn't really have the vehicle to pull me, to lift me up to where I wanted to go, and got started with network marketing and recognized that was the vehicle that I was really hungry for and needed and wanted, but didn't even know actually existed. Was very fortunate to have a lot of success in the industry, and now 16 years later, living here in Minneapolis, and life is great. We have I met my wife. Many of you know her, Jessie. Met her in network marketing. We now have our because of network marketing, we now have a 14-month-old son, Banks, who's incredible, teaches us so much, and gives us so much. Wow, life is amazing. Never knew that having a child would be this extraordinary. And look, we have we co-own multiple businesses. We have a lot of we have our sort of our hands in lots of different businesses, but my favorite thing, my favorite business, my favorite experience is by far Secret, because of the people, the family ship, the relationships that we build, and the personal development, and just the absolute extraordinary lifestyle that this industry offers us. Being able to wake up when we want to wake up. Well, really, it's really waking up when Banks wakes us up. But Banks is the ruler of the house. But anyway, yeah, that's my story, in a nutshell. So there you go.
Absolutely love it. And you said something, going from a waiter, living this extraordinary lifestyle, now as a new parent, which by the way, you guys make it look effortlessly, right? You guys make it look really easy. Banks is absolutely beautiful. God
I'm
bless.
glad it looks that way. Okay, great.
I'm sure you and Jesse have your different opinions on that, but you definitely make it look easy. It's fun to watch. I'll tell you that. It's definitely fun. Being someone that has, you know, got seen you from afar and just seeing you in a business light, seeing you in a mentor light, seeing you as a leadership role, and the last year and a half or so, just seeing you evolve as a parent. And really, it's like, parenting is one of those things that nobody ever gets a manual for,
Yeah.
right? And that's why I say you definitely make it look easy. So congratulations to you. So you said, Secret, out of all of the businesses that you've done, Secret is your favorite business, and or it's
Yeah.
one of your favorite things to do. And you said something is that's the family. And I was just
Yeah.
having a conversation with someone yesterday. And she was like, you guys have such a welcoming environment. It's just like a welcoming aura. And I was just like, because people never give up on, people will always give up on business, but they'll never give up on family. And that's really something that I've learned, as some years as an entrepreneur, and really what I love about here. And if you were, you don't know what this is, Secret is the ultimate lifestyle club that a lot of us are a part of. And it's also a network marketing business. And why Secret, Martin? Why Secret? A
Yeah.
lot of us have transitioned here. Maybe some people are brand new, but why Secret and why now?
Well, that's a great question. I mean, so there's many reasons why I love Secret. First and foremost, it's the people, like we were talking about. It's the family, it's the relationships, it's the vibe, it's the support, it's this is our chosen family. And what's great about it is I'm just looking at some of the names, and I mean, looking at a lot of the names, and I see a lot of people that I know on here, and I'm inspired by all of you being on here at 7:15 a.m. or 8:15 in the morning, whatever time it is for you. And I'm inspired by what you do. And it empowers me, it encourages me, it moves me to get up and go and to get the grind on and get the hustle. And I've never been motivated like that before. I've never been inspired like that as much as I am right now, because Secret is just one of those. It's one of those platforms. It's one of those businesses. It's one of those communities and that's actually it. Is that it's a business, but it's really a community. And Isaac Ben Shabbat, the owner of Secret, since the day I met him, he would start using this word community. He wouldn't talk about teams. Doesn't really use the term downline. He talks about community, and that's what we're building. And that's something that I've always enjoyed. I've always enjoyed being a part of a community, but this one is unlike anything I've ever experienced. The level of thinking, the level of communication is just, it's beyond what I've experienced in business before. The products rock. Good Lord, I never thought I'd be sitting here talking about some salt and oil scrub, or like facial lotion, or this red line mask thing. I'm just like, what? It's brilliant. I'm telling you, I love this stuff. It's like I want to go out and get my skin all dirty so I can go and put this stuff on. I know I don't need to do that, but the nutrition is great. I'm feeling, my body feels better than it's ever felt. My sleep is better than it's ever been. And I I just love it. I love the impact that the products are having in my life, and what I see, and how I see it's the impact it's having on other people. Obviously, the compensation plan is amazing. I can just go on and on and on. I've just never seen the trifecta that we have in this industry before. Looking your best with nutrition, feeling your best, I'm sorry, looking best with the skincare, feeling your best with the nutrition, and experiencing the best the world has to offer through travel. Come on. I mean, that's just amazing. That doesn't exist in the industry. We have our hands on something that has not existed ever before. And somebody's going to try to copy it. And, God bless them. May the force be with them. It's going to take them years and years and years and years to do it. So we've got the thing that no one else has. And it's that ultimate lifestyle community. Not to mention, we get paid to do the simplest behaviors, the simplest activities, sending out little gifts to people. Are you kidding me? Just signed up, two people last night because of these that got mailed out through an app when I pushed a button. I mean, it's like, game on. Let's go. So there's a lot of reasons I love Secret. It really begins with the community that we're building, and you ask why now? Because I just said it, this has never existed. It's not going to be replicated for a very long time. So you want to strike while the iron is hot. Well, the iron is as hot as it's going to get right now, hands down. And as I've been saying in presentations, we have individually multi-billion-dollar verticals with nutrition, multi-billion-dollar vertical. There's companies that have built, again, multi-billion dollar, revenue streams, and people are earning hundreds of thousands of dollars a month just off of nutrition or just off of skincare. Those two individually are multi-billion dollar verticals. We have a third one with travel, and it's not a multi-billion dollar, that's a multi-trillion dollar vertical. So we know all this, we know all this, we just got to go get after it. And that's the only thing that we have to do, is just get up and go and do some simple, duplicatable, replicatable activities that are fun. And that's the bottom line of this: is it's fun. It's fun. So anyway, I can go on and on, but that's why Secret, and that's why now.
I love that. I love that. What has been one of your biggest lessons that you would say along the journey? One of my favorite audios, before I ever knew Martin Ruof, I got to know him through audio. And I remember one of the best audios that I've ever heard was the prizes along the journey, right? The prizes along the way. And it was one of those talks that is just absolutely beautiful. But what would you say is one of the biggest lessons that you say, I've learned this in my network marketing experience or in leadership?
Yeah, sure. I mean, there's so many, and I'm learning them today. Here's one for me, okay, and pass this along. And I've talked about this recently. It's a fresh lesson, and it's let go of the past. Let it go. Embrace what has worked for you, and let go of that which is holding you back. And what I've seen it for myself over the years. I've seen it just recently, where I was just dragging the past, dragging the frustrations, dragging the resentment. So just in all candor, I come from a business that had been very successful with, and I'm very grateful that it had changed my life in so many ways, so many positive ways. And also there were some things that it didn't end particularly well. And, it caused a lot of pain in my life and in a lot of other people's lives that I know. And I'm a guy that, we want to do right by people. And when I see people being wronged, it really, really bothers me. But the fact is this, I was holding on to a lot of resentment. I was angry, and I was holding on to a lot of resentment. And it was that resentment that was preventing me from, really moving forward with the speed and with the freedom that I know I can move at. And that as leaders, we need to move at. As leaders, we need to be in the front of the pack. As the leaders, we need to step forward and do the things that others may not be doing. We need to be innovative. Sometimes we don't need to be innovative. We just need to be out front. And when, for me, as I was dragging this, resentment, it was hard for me to step out front and really run fast. And your prior question was why secret? Why now? Well, I said all why. I'm telling you, like, we got to run now. It's on a basic level. It's about capturing market share. And in any event, I recognized that my resentment was the thing that was holding me back. And as the saying goes, resentment is when you drink poison, but wait for the other person to die. And that's what was happening to me. And so, I had a moment, you talked about being recognized for Diamond. I had a moment on, many of you saw it, we're on stage and being recognized for Diamond. And while I was grateful for it, I was also like, this burns, because I knew I could have walked for Blue Diamond had I just got my hustle on sooner. Well, what would have got my hustle on sooner? Letting go of the past, letting go of what was, letting go of resentment. And I know there are people that need to do that. I know I'm not the only one. 100% I know it. And so I pass that along to whomever needs to hear that, because I cut it. I just let it go in that moment when I recognized it. I was like, daggone it, man. All right, good, cool. Time to move forward. And since that moment of letting go of the resentment, it's been on. Like, I got my energy back. I just tapped into that deeper well of drive and passion and fire that I knew was there, but I was not able to access it because my resentment was blocking it. Now, I don't know what it may be for others, but that's why I'll say, if it's resentment, it's frustration, it's fear, it's whatever, it has to do with your past. It has got nothing to do with this present moment. And it certainly has nothing to do with your future. So to everybody here, I would say the greatest lesson I've learned is to just embrace what is and move on. Embrace what is and move on, and cut the cord to whatever was. Whatever pain, whatever sadness, whatever frustration, use it as the fuel to drive you, not as the anchor to weigh you down, because it will weigh you down. And if it's weighing you down, it's going to prevent you from showing up as a leader needs to show up. It prevents you from being your best. And your team, your family, deserves the best of you. Period. End of story. Because that's what it was for me. I recognize, I'm looking at Banks and I'm going, wow, our son Banks. I'm looking at Jesse and I'm going, wow, I'm responsible for leading, this family. And if I'm not really showing up in full, then I'm not really leading. So it's pretty harsh, but harsh, but also at the same time, it was like a harsh awakening, a rude awakening, but at the same time, a very good one. So anyway, hope that helps somebody.
Absolutely, indeed. And like you said, you're not the only one. You're not the only one. And whether you've experienced, holding on to frustration or holding on to pain, and in business, in life, in whatever, it's held us back at some point. And like you said, it's just let it go and cut the cord from that stuff that does not serve you. And it's interesting because I've seen you always operate at a high level. I feel like all of us are, or like a lot of the majority of us, like especially like just people that have just been going after it, right? You had that type of moment at the last event. It was you had that defining moment at some point that you were just like, I'm grateful, but I know there's another level. And it's interesting because as you said that, I saw like the level of intensity shift as you're speaking. I saw it was like, I see a different level of you as well. I see a different level of intensity. And is that intensity caused by what you just said? Is there something more?
Well, it's caused by, it's caused by a deep uh, a commitment to others. We don't do this alone. We're part of a team. I mean, I know I see Hadiatu is on here. I mean, I have a commitment to Hadiatu, and it's not something that we've really discussed. It's like, ooh, Hadiatu, I have a commitment. Do you? But that's the reality. I do. Again, just from a leadership level, and then let's look at it on a much deeper level, as just a human level. I have a commitment to help Hadiatu, you know, live the life that she wants to live through this platform, through this vehicle. We're all in this together. We're all on the same team. And so it's not about one person winning. It's not about one person, hitting a rank or whatever, whatever winning is for that individual. It's about all of us. I have a commitment to you, Pam. We're not even on the same team, but I know the work that you do. It's that we all, for others, we all act as, we all work as one big team. Jay Peso and I aren't on the same team, but I'm going to hustle for Jay Peso. I want Jay Peso to win. I want Matt Morris to win. I want Stavros and Sasha to win in other countries. So yeah, so it's that drive that's where it comes from. Is it's just, I keep coming back to the word leadership, but it's not just leadership in business. It's leadership in family. It's leading. It's freaking leading is leading. So and it's such a waste, that feeling that I had on stage. I said this, I'm grateful for Diamond, but this burns also. That burn part of it was, I know I'm better than this. And that wasting that God-given talent, the God-given drive, where does it come from? There. That's where it comes from. It's comes from God. It comes from, God's gift to me. They always say, God, your life, like God's gift to you is your life. What you do with it is your gift to God. So, that burn was, man, I'm wasting my gift, and I'm wasting what's meant to be. I'm meant to serve other people. And if I'm showing up halfway, how is that serving people? It's not inspiring. It's not inspiring seeing people show up halfway. Half measures avail us nothing. It's all in. And it's not like, when I say all in, I'm not talking about, I'm all in 100% all the time. Nah, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how we show up in any given moment is the key. 90% of success is showing up, but how we show up is so important. And so, so the drive, yeah, it's not wasting the life that God's given us. It's not wasting the talent, the passion that God has given us. It's using the tools that are here to serve other people. And what if, what if every single person on here today showed up in the way you can, you're able, you're being called to truly show up? What if we all showed up for our lives like that today and went out and served other people? And what if all of us doing that inspired others to do the same? Because there is a ripple effect. That's what inspiration is. It's a ripple effect. And you're either inspiring people to be the best or something else. So, anyway, roundabout answer to your question, but it's just, so the commitment, it goes back to the commitment is, yeah, it's a commitment to serve. It's a commitment to to create the best and to inspire the best in other people. And we cannot do that unless we're doing it ourselves. And I think we got to be honest about it. I don't know another way. Sorry. I just got to be real about it. So, and sometimes that's messy. In fact, a lot of the times it's messy. It doesn't always come out perfectly. It doesn't always look perfect, but it is what it is. It's just, there is the perfection in the imperfection. So anyway, pass back.
Absolutely. And you definitely answered that question perfectly. I think the entire chat is just blowing up. And, that is the commitment to the commitment. commitment always lasts longer in community. And I have a commitment to you as well, Martin. Trust and believe. So I know exactly what you mean. And it's leading is not just leading in business, leading is leading in life.
Yeah.
And like you said, knowing that what if we all showed up today? Like that smacked the taste buds out of me. Like, what if we all really showed up today? Like God gives us unlimited, like you said, unlimited capabilities. Like our gift back to God is like what we do with it. How do we show up? Like imagine if we all showed up. Like that was super powerful. That was badass, which brings me to our next question. Badass Global is your organization worldwide community name. What does it mean to be a badass?
It's funny. I had a feeling you were going there. Look, you know what? I mean, it means it's basically what I just said. It's on one level, Badass Global is a tribe of entrepreneurs, right? Global entrepreneurs that just want to help create the best and draw out the best in life for other people. And that's on one level. But really, I think what defines a badass in this context is, what I just said. How are you showing up? How are you playing? First of all, are you in the game? Second of all, if you're in the game, and you're on the field, how are you playing on the field? What level are you playing at? Are you giving it everything that you've got? Badass Global, being a badass is not always about winning. It is about the prizes along the way. It is about the journey and all of that, but it's not always about winning. Ultimately, it is. Ultimately, but Super Bowl teams, I was the who won last year, the Super Bowl, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I guarantee you somebody's like, boo, whatever. It's not about, do you like the team? Do you like Tom Brady? It's got nothing to do with that. The point is that, Super Bowl, they didn't win every game. They didn't go undefeated, if I remember correctly. In fact, I know they didn't, but they still ultimately won the grand prize. That's what it's about, because they showed up, and you learning from your mistakes, working together as a team. So that's really what it is. It's like, what level are you playing at? And when you're playing full out. Even if you're not always winning, you still left everything you had on the field. And that's it. That's all we can do, is show up like that. And when we do that, and when we inspire others to do the same, we're going to win. And that's badass. So it's showing up and playing full out.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Showing up and playing full out. That is definitely badass.
Yeah. And living a great life, having the things that you want to have. I'm all about it. You want to make, millions of dollars a year, rock and roll. Let's get after it. Let's go do it. You want to have the nice watches and the nice cars and the nice homes and the eating great restaurants and doing this and doing that and the great bags and all that. Awesome. That stuff is great. Does that ultimately, does the stuff mean you're a badass? I don't think so. You get the stuff because you're being a badass, but the stuff doesn't make you badass. There's a well, anyway, I'll leave it at that. There you go.
No, let's keep on going. I'm here for
looking rich and being rich are two very different things.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just put that one in there.
I love that. I remember always, I was working my way through college. One of the things that I did was work as an insurance agent, and my boss was like multi-millionaire, and I always saw him with the dirtiest little sneakers, like the hat. Like he used to say the same exact thing, like looking rich and being rich are two completely different things. Mm-hmm. And I love what you said, because it's, it's showing up, it's playing full out, and the stuff is the byproduct, right? Of focusing on the greater good. The stuff is the byproduct of, like you said, of showing up and playing full out and focusing on that commitment throughout. Absolutely love that. you have just blessed us. You've given us nugget after nugget and leadership in life and network marketing and business, and just in general. And I feel like everybody was blessed on every aspect, whether somebody that came on here needed to be blessed as a parent, whether somebody that came on here needed to just be blessed as a leader, someone that, even myself, that I'm like, I'm pretty good on forgiveness and I'm pretty good on letting things go. But really, it's just CYP, changing your perspective. And a lot of times we need to hear the same thing in a different way. So I thank you because, I definitely was impacted by that in a big, big way. If there is anything else, that is on your heart or anything that you just want to leave us with today, the floor is yours. Thank you again for blessing us on this beautiful Thursday morning. Breakfast has definitely been served by Martin Ruof. If there's anything on your heart, anything that you want to leave us with, please take it away. The floor is yours.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would just leave it with, thank you, Pam, and certainly, you know, Delicia and, and Hadiatu, thank you for having me on. Thank you for asking. And, I love the way you show up, Pam. I have a tremendous respect for you. You have pulled so many people together, and I don't think you consciously always mean to. Like, I'll rephrase that. It's just who you are, but you have this ability to pull people together, and as a result of the way you show up, you have pulled literally people from around the world, literally, together. And you have built a community for us. You have helped build the community that we have. And I know, Hadiatu, you've done the same. And Delicia, I know we don't really know each other very well, but clearly you're a part of that also. It's a beautiful thing. And again, that's what our business is really about. It's about it's creating a community and finding the people that are looking for us, because there are people, millions and millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions of people globally that are looking for a community like this. They just don't know it exists, but something in, like, deep in their heart is going, yeah, there's more, and it's getting them out of bed, and it's pushing them to search for us. Something in their mind is constantly going, there's something more than the life they're living. They're looking for us, and all we've got to do is just put it out there. And on a very practical level, put it out there. Use the tools on a basic practical level. Use the tools and put it out there. But really, it's about this, and it's about put yourself out there, because as you become that light, as you become that fire, as you open your mouth and get out into the world and start showing people who you are, you will pull people in, just like Pam does, just like Hadiatu does, just like this call is doing. So build community. And if it's just happens to be through secret direct, fantastic. If it's some other way, great. But there's a lot of ways to build community. But open your mouth, put yourself out there. And there's this quote that I've talked about for a long time. It says, something deep within the human heart breaks at the thought of a life of mediocrity. And that was the burn I felt on stage last weekend. It was, I'm being mediocre. This is mediocrity. And it's not a comment on rank of diamond. No. It's got nothing to do. I could have walked for red diamond potentially and still had that feeling. It's not about that. It was about, when you're showing up, and when you're not. When you're playing full out, and when you're not. So don't break your own heart by living in mediocrity today. Others will try to pull you back into the life that they're living of mediocrity. Don't let it happen. Just keep keep pushing forward. And when you notice other people today might be trying to bring you down, that's when you know you're doing the right thing. That's when you got to keep moving forward. So anyway, I'll leave it with that. And I really, really am grateful that you had me on today. And thanks for letting me share.
Yes, Martin, thank you for blessing us. Wow, breakfast has truly been served. Look out for the recording in the next 24 to 48 hours. Wow, thank you so much. God bless you. God bless your beautiful family, and God bless all of your success. Looking forward to seeing you rock that stage. Great day, and God bless. Breakfast has been served. Please show Mr. Martin Ruof some love. If you have been blessed, share, share, share. God bless and have a great day. Let's go out and get it done. Show up and play full out. Thank you again, Martin.